welcome to the Tyree Podcast. Tyree Omaru. I'm back, like I never left. Welcome. Today's topic is going to be manifestation hacks. How did I start businesses and acquire all those things and grow my following and all that? Just without anything to start with. I started with a blank piece of paper before I started any of my businesses. So the main thing I did was I figured out and focused on what my goal is and what I was interested in, and then I picked a business that I was interested in, that I would have a passion behind, so that way when things get tough I wouldn't just flat out quit. And when I got that answered, then I started manifesting the pieces to the puzzle to complete the picture, to establish the type of business that I foresaw in my dreams. So mainly what I did was I saw myself, I said I'm going to sit down and picture myself 10 years from now in this business idea that I just created, and how would I have it running, and how would it be moving successfully, and how would it be moving efficiently, would it be making money and stuff like that. And I envisioned this perfect business and all the pieces to it. I tried to do it right then today. So that's another hack, is to visualize 10 years ahead and then try to do it today. Of course, you will probably more than likely fail, but that isn't the point. The point is you're going to get a whole lot of shit done that you wouldn't get done if you didn't use that technique. And then once you see the pieces that you need to run your business successfully, you can start manifesting them into existence. So one of the main things you can start doing is, writing. And manifestation starts by writing things down. So once you have a thought and you write it down on paper, then it just became a thing. It just became a seed that you have just sowed into the earth, or just planted into the soil, basically. So with that being said, is writing down the things you want, turn them into manifestations. To amplify your manifestations, you want to start writing them. They have the 3-6-9 rule. Write it down 3, 6, and 9 times a day. Or you can do what I do is I'll write it down 33 times, 3 times a day, to amplify it in the morning for like lunch, and then before I go to sleep I'll write it down 33 times. And to make your manifestations powerful, you want to start with the words I am. So anything after I am is almost like the master, like God. So anything after I am must be true. So I am whatever I'm wanting to manifest. And then you want to have it in a frame or a box, to where it doesn't take you all day to write it, because you have to write it down 33 times. So I try to get that big thing into about 5 to 6 words, and then boom, I am, bow. And then, you know what I'm saying? So that's the main thing. Then you can take it from 33 times and amplify it to 55 times. And then what also you can do, you can just chant it 100 times just by counting it on your fingers, basically. That will send your manifestations through the roof. That will speed up everything. And the main reason why something like that will work is you're getting on the frequency. That will put you on the frequency of the thing that you're desiring. So if you're not on the frequency of that goal or thing that you want, you can't attract it. Once you get on that frequency of that goal, now you can manifest or pull in the ideas and methods to get the pieces of the puzzle to create the thing that you saw 10 years down the line. So getting on the frequency of the manifestation. Number 2 was visualizing it. Number 3 was writing down the pieces. And then number 4 was amplifying your manifestations, right? So another hack you can do is you can record yourself saying your manifestations and play them in headphones in your ears. And then at that point, what you're doing is what you're doing. This is what you're doing without you knowing that you're doing kind of thing. Is that you're programming your subconscious mind through something called auto-suggestion. And then that was a big takeaway in Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich. That's where a lot of these ideas kind of stem from. That was one of the first books I read that really took off. And I just said, man, I just had the book, and I just said, man, I ain't gonna lie, I said, man, I'm gonna fucking try it. What do I got to lose to sit down and write down some shit and wait for it to appear? That shit fucking came true. It was just like, I couldn't fucking believe it. So if just by writing something down made it come true, could you imagine you right now having not having the life you want? Everything's going through hell. Shit's probably kind of breaking around you. You're probably in drama, karmic relationships, getting into fights or whatever. You're probably a powerful manifesting being like I am and didn't know it, and you manifested all those things into your reality. That's exactly what the hell I did. That I was manifesting my own demise. I was bringing myself down because of the shit I was saying, and that stems from like, you know, watching negative things all the time, growing up in a bad household. That's why you need to do your shadow work, your healing. You need to heal your kids' trauma, your childhood trauma, your teenage trauma. You might have young parenthood, new parent trauma, not new parent, but like your early 20 traumas or whatever. You might need to heal from all that shit. And yeah, so you could be putting yourself by the negative conversations you're having and the negative way of thinking, listening to negative music, and then out here having low vibrational actions and courses that you're taking, as far as like even having sex with low vibrational people and not even knowing it, and taking on their karma, because once you merge with somebody, your energy fields merge, and then that's how you get that smut on your aura and you can't even really see it. You know what I'm saying? You don't even know why your life's in hell, but you done manifested. Because all the shit, if I think about it, most likely all the things, the majority of the things that happen, I kind of said things like that in some kind of way that I was talking about in a negative way. Because I'm a shit talker, I talk shit, so I gotta be careful how I talk shit. You know what I mean? So that's number one. Number two is if you're go out mingling with people and they're karmics instead of people who are gonna, you know, bring you or be one of your soul tribe members, then they're going to bring you to your demise anyway. So you got to keep that away to make your manifestation stronger too as well. So yeah, writing them down, manifestation hacks. Oh, you got Grabavoy codes. You got to get on your Grabavoy codes. Grabavoy codes are fucking awesome, man. I'm like, who the hell created that? And it got to be the guy upstairs, right? So Grabavoy codes, you can literally take a Grabavoy code. So Grabavoy codes, you got to think about numbers are angles and angels are angels. So they're all connected, so they must have a frequency. So if I can say a certain amount of numbers in a certain amount in a certain style or whatever, that's hacking into the matrix and readjusting the code and making it work to my willpower and download anything that I want. That's the power of a Grabavoy code. So, because you got to think about it, they're trying to get us to go into the metaverse, but actually the metaverse, if we're shifting into 5D consciousness, from 3D to 5D, right? Then the metaverse is out here right now, where we're looking at each other now. It's all around us now. So if I write down the code like this, I'm writing into the metaverse. Right? Metaverse means Metatron. It comes from the Metatron. This is the Metatron cube right here. You see what I'm saying? This is how powerful we are. This is the Metatron cube. It's direct correlation, and it's direct correlation to the metaverse. It's like fucking spot on. Metaverse comes from this. All things in all life come from this. The manifestation things and everything. So yeah, so with Grabavoy codes, you got wealth numbers, you got things there's been people who have healed themselves with Grabavoy codes, because it's another advanced way to do your manifestations. So if you think about it, if I do, and then there's even codes to exit the matrix. But I'm not gonna go into that, because if you go on your journey, you're supposed to find things like that on your own. But there are even codes to exit the journey. You can exit when you go to sleep, and when you wake up in the morning, you can exit, or you can come back in. You know what I'm saying? You can take a break from all this shit. You don't even know that. You in hell right now, don't even know it. You don't even know you can take an exit. Ty got the exit for you. I got all kind of shit. So yeah, you got Grabavoy code. I'm talking about, man, it's people been, because you take the code too, and if you write it on certain body parts of your skin, then it comes to life. It's crazy. You have to try it. I mean, think of the powerful frequencies. If Grabavoy codes aren't real, then why would 369 be a certain frequency? Why would 442 megahertz do this, and then 963 calls your soul tribe member, and then you know what I'm saying, you got another one that raise collective consciousness, things of that nature. 741 removes toxins and all of that. And then those are just the small frequencies. You can go up to whatever highest number you can fucking think of, There's ways for that too, but I can't give you that method. Yeah, if you want to go to 1 million frequency, if you want to raise your shit to 1 million, you can. You can raise your frequency. Think about, so if you never watched Dragon Ball Z, right, in the beginning, right, when they had lower power levels, they had a scouter, and they would read everyone's power level. Well, how do you think they was reading that power level? They was reading everybody's vibration. And it was a frequency that they was reading, but they called it a scouter, and we didn't see the, and then the cartoons in Chinese, so whatever numbers that beep them probably was the frequency number, the frequency symbol, but it's Chinese. They just converted the language to English so we can understand it. So they was reading vibrations then, and then as Goku them got stronger, they would bust the fucking scouters or not even be able to read it, so we can hear up to 20,000 20,000 hertz. After that, we can't hear it anymore. So there's no limit on how high you can change your vibration. And then if you get down and do your manifestations or your fucking shadow work, your shadow work, and you're going meditating, and you go within shit. Yeah, that God shit real. I mean, you can manifest whatever you want basically. So you got your Graphifoid numbers. Then you got your writing techniques. You can say it and program yourself. Then there's all kind of there's magical manifestation hacks that you can do as well too. But those are for for a later time when we get into that. But yeah, there's plenty of things you can do. You can use crystals to manifest things. You got organite crystals and stuff like this. Certain crystals are specifically for bringing in wealth, money, healing. This is one of my favorite ones, the labradorite. It's just cool as fuck, man. I really wish I'd have got a more colorful one, but this one connected to me, or it was the only one there. But yeah, I connected with it, that's why I got it. And this is the labradorite. And these are for bringing in wealth and stuff like that too. So yeah, they all have different properties and things of that nature. So yeah, welcome to the Tyree Podcast, that YouTube channel up, baby. Go check it out. Hey, ring it up and come hit me, man. I'm over there, I'm waiting on you. I'm trying to give y'all these methods. What else you need? I mean, I can't be your doctor and shit too. Y'all gonna have me in trouble.